Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be talking about the AFK stage limit, which is now being imposed in Season 3 Chains of Eternity. As you can tell here on Now's account, we are above the limit, and the limit for today is going to be 200, which means that when we get this on global, probably day 1, you're going to be limited at AFK stage 200, and what that means is you can push beyond that. However, you will only be generating AFK rewards equal to how much you would be generating at stage 200. However, that being said, you are going to get bonuses from your Mystic collection. For example, higher VIP levels who have higher earning of, for example, Season Essence or even AFK experience. They're going to gain more compared to a free-to-play player who doesn't have those levels. In the same way, they're going to be having more instant attempts, like more paid attempts, more free attempts, depending on a higher VIP level. So although this is great because it basically tries to level the playing field, there is still obviously going to be some bonuses and benefits to people who have a higher VIP level. And to take a look at the daily limits that you're going to have, 200 on day number 1 or the initial start, and then after 1 day you're going to have up to 250, then 300, then 350, 400, and then it will slow down 435, 465. And this is kind of interesting in a way, because it will make it much less like pressure onto you to push AFK stages at the beginning of the season, which in a lot of ways I like that. Like I otherwise feel like, you know, you can push 1 extra stage, 2 extra stages, and sometimes you're spending 3 to 4 hours just pushing stages on the initial day. I know a lot of people enjoy that element of AFK journey and they really like pushing, so for them this is not going to be great, because they will be able to push, and you can even push beyond and beyond. Like I have actually pushed on his account for him because I was like, I'm doing videos on here, I might as well try to auto push as well while I'm at it. But you can push, people have pushed way above, but there isn't really a reason to do it other than the fact that you are going to gain, for example, the talent orbs. You're going to gain the one-time rewards that you get. And the talent orbs are going to be important. You can upgrade your faction talent tree. That will help you in Supreme Arena. So even if, for example, you are limited on your earnings per day, you are going to be at a bit of an advantage if you can push to a higher stage. But basically, this takes the pressure off for people who can't spend a lot of time pushing. And then all you have to do on day 1 is, it will take effort. You'll have to push up to 200. But then after that, only 50 stages per day. And then it slows down to 35 stages per day. Eventually 30 stages per day, and that is going to make it easy, like for example, to get to that amount. So it is definitely geared towards casual players or people who cannot spend that much time on the game, which I honestly, I'm going to share my opinion, which I like this, because I like it when games are basically allowing you to be casual and still be competitive. However, I see the problem with it, which is the fact that you're not really rewarded for pushing hardcore AFK stages, and some people really like doing that, and I think they should be rewarded for it as well. So I don't know how a compromise can be met. But either way, this is what it is, and so this is what we need to talk about. Okay, so the other thing to talk about is, as in the last season, you are still going to gain the rewards, for example, from the season growth trials. If you take a look here, I think in the upgrades, if you have a certain amount of Supreme Plus heroes and eventually a certain amount of Paragon 1 heroes, you're going to gain these rewards, and this is going to help you level up and out-level other people. So there is still going to be that kind of difference between people who do not have enough Supreme Plus or Paragon 1 heroes. They are going to fall behind in levels because they will miss out on the season manuals and also on the season essence. As for the noble path, well, this is the season noble path, and in this, all of the training manuals are from the regular fun travelogue. However, again, if you get the boosted 20 levels, you're going to have a level advantage over the other people you're playing with. So purchasing those boosted 20 levels are going to make a difference until you basically catch up to them, which will be in the end. So in the end, even if you don't purchase the boosted 20 levels, you will, or purchase anything at all, you will catch up to them in the amount of manuals gained, but it is going to come slower. And so at the beginning, they're still going to be higher level for Dream Realm, they're going to be higher level for Supreme Arena, but not by as much, because basically those level advantages is not going to compound on itself by also allowing them to push higher AFK stages and get higher AFK rewards. if that makes sense. Now, the other thing they've done is now that you're kind of capped on the AFK stage, these other modes are not, it seems like they're not going to be gated by your AFK stage progress, but instead they're going to be gated by time. For example, Dura Trials will be available in 1.5 days. It doesn't say anything about the AFK stage. Supreme Arena, when I logged into his account, he was at AFK stage 200 and Supreme Arena was open. I don't know when it opened up. If it maybe was open up earlier, but you should be able to unlock that on the first day as well. And really all the pushing you'll have to do is in day number 1, get to 200 AFK stage, which hopefully most people will be able to do, or push as high as you can. In general, like on the day 1 of the season, you don't even have to push all the way to the cap. You just have to push to around about like I think it was around 100 last season, where you got like a big gain of season essence up until that point, and then it started to slow down. So I'll let you guys know when I know that, because right now we're too far ahead of that. I can't actually see exactly how much. Like, I'll have to do the Pioneer server testing to figure out exactly what is the breakpoint of AFK stage progress. Okay, now another thing to mention, the season handbook. This is what you're going to be getting your season milestone rewards. If we take a look at it over here, you're going to begin the season and you will have a weekly limit of 500. Now, the reason he has a weekly limit of 750 and how you will also have that is if you have a Xperia monthly active. Okay, so this is why some people are thinking it might, like, this is a bit pay to win, and it is, because basically you're going to be able to get 1 week early the rewards from the season milestones, which can mean you getting like an early artifact, for example. However, it will only be 1 week. Like, you will only get like 250 basically weekly limit higher than the other people who do not have any Xperia monthly purchase. So I think people without Xperia monthly would have 500 weekly limit for this first week, and but if you have it purchased, you will have 750 weekly limit, because that is what it says over here. Purchase either a monthly subscription to unlock the following benefits. Season handbook perk is that you will gain will be advanced to the following week, so rather than 500, 750, and yeah, okay. Oh, and wait, there's another stay tuned reward. Okay, there may be other rewards for the monthly. But if you want to, you don't have to do this. Don't worry about it, because actually the key artifact, which I'm thinking is going to be the most dominant for maybe even AFK stages, but probably Dream Realm, is Harmonic Echo. Like, the buffs it provides are crazy, and you can get this from week 1 even without increasing your weekly cap. So you do not need to, for example, increase the cap. Eventually you'll get all of these rewards, but if you want to, the most value pack is just getting the $5, basically the diamonds, 300 diamonds per day pack. That is the most value of in pretty much all of the game. That is one of the most value packs, and it is one of the cheapest as well. So you can if you want to, but you don't have to. You don't have to feel at all pressure to do that. You will eventually unlock all of the rewards here, but I needed to mention that because that is pretty important. Now I want to talk about which talent trees should you be upgrading first. Even though the library tree looked really good, I think maybe in the future, like later on when you progress further, it will be a good tree to invest in. But at the beginning, what I've seen is most people are using Mauler, Wilders, and it's because of the heroes which are good. For example, Odie, Smokey, Coco with Fresto. This is a really popular AFK stage pushing team. And so if you can upgrade the Mauler tree, even if you're not really using the faction talent, like you're not actually using the Prime Carrier tile, you don't want to teleport anyone into the enemy team, you're just going to get the stats off of it. So upgrading the Mauler tree just for the stats and being able to use your good Mauler hero team formations, that would be good. So leveling up Maulers as well as leveling up Wilders. Wilders definitely is going to be good. Even last season they were good, and this season, because basically Wilders have the good key heroes for AFK stages, which are Iron Almas, and now they have an even better effect like compared to last season in my opinion, and so it's going to be a priority for you to level up Wilders. And also Hypogean Celestial. There are, if you have enough heroes to run Hypogean Celestial teams, for example, if you have Fresto, Taline, Scarlita, or Fresto, Taline, Harak, something like that, or maybe even Fresto, I don't know about Fresto, Rainier, Harak, for example. I don't know if that would be, it might be good enough, but yeah, if you have well-built Celestial Hypogeans, then leveling that tree is going to be a top priority. However, you cannot go wrong by leveling up Wilders and Maulers in the early stages of pushing your talent stages. So that is going to be good. But anyway, I find this pretty interesting. But I hope that other people are happy with it as well. Because I can understand, like, if one of my main motivations in AFK Journey was to hardcore push AFK stages at the beginning of a new season, and people who have invested a lot into their accounts, that high level of exclusive equipment, if that is like their main motivation, then this definitely kills it. This limit which has been put into place. For me, I always dreaded pushing AFK stages. I'm like, I just have to do it to keep up. I have to do it to keep up. So I'm actually happy with this. But I guess it's about your own laziness, or like if you're more like, if you don't want to exert so much effort in pushing stages, then this is good for you. But if you really enjoy that, then this is not good for you. But yeah, this is gonna be what it is for right now. But let's see, maybe something can change by the time it comes out to the global server. But definitely, guys, share your thoughts and your opinions about this in the comment section down below, because the developers do check all like social media and everything that is going on about the game, and maybe they can take some opinions from what you have and incorporate it into like the game. But yeah, overall, I mean, this is how the AFK stages progress is going to work, and it does take off the pressure from pushing. But again, there is going to be a gap because your Mystic Collection level, your paid instant AFK attempts, and then finally your rewards from the season milestone, and then also the booster 20 levels of the Noble Path, all of those are going to like be added up, and they are going to make a difference in the levels compared to other people on your same, like, basically start date. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now, and thank you for watching.